All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this show on the road proper. Let's switch this over to the actual D&D setup. There we go. Okay. So before we get to the actual, nuts and bolts of, playing Dungeons and Dragons, let's sort of go over we took a break. We took our basically fake long rest, which is just Nalat Kenton, the priestess, giving everyone all their health and spells and bullshit back. And since then we have hit level 4. So why don't we just go down the line and everyone say what level 4 does for them? Just super quick, say your health value and if you got anything dope. Basilio.
I had a pretty fortunate roll with my HP, and now I'm at 41 hit points. I gained 11, and being level 4, we get 2 ability point increases. I put 1 into Dexterity and Constitution, which gets both stats at 16.
What's your con?
16.
Oh, okay.
It's good for my Chrono Fighter, because every con level I have I can use my double attack one more time per con level, so I can now do that 3 times, which is cool.
Nice.
Ebrak, what did you get, or what did you get from leveling up?
Added an extra point to strength and con, which raised both their modifier values, and then I jumped from 39 to 57 HP.
Mr. Yarno J. Yinkit?
I added, for ability score, I added 2 to my dex, so I went up to 20 dex. And I rolled a 4 on my D8 for HP.
Ooh,
so
exciting.
Yeah. And I'm at 32 HP total, because it's +1 con.
Everyone's favorite wizard with a ring, it's Deltram.
I got 2 intelligence and
Damn.
Smart boy.
actually rolled a 6 on my HP. So I got 7 HP. I'm up to 25.
Nice.
Imagine if he didn't roll a 6 there and he rolled a 1. He'd be below 20.
At level 4. Goddamn.
The wizard life.
And the tankiest boy in the realm, Akram, what did you get?
That's definitely Ebrak. Ebrak's the tankiest boy in the land.
Oh, you have crazy AC though.
Oh, I do have crazy. You're right. So for health, I rolled a 6 on my D8, which brought my health up to 34. I got access to another known cantrip, so I took Spare the Dying for the rest of you people. When I'm out of healing spells, I can prevent you from actually dying.
That's nice of you.
I got an extra use of my 2nd level spells, so get to use 3 2nd level instead of 2. And I upped my wisdom to 18 from 17 and my constitution to 15 from 14.
All right. So where we left off, the 5 of our party members had decided to take Misfortune up on her. I mean, less of an offer and less of a proposition, more of a dire urging. If you go to the Phantom Ire, find the item, and either give it back to the mist, however that is entertained, either sinking the ship or just here, take it. She will give you whatever the hell you want, assuming you make it back alive. A ship, a house, big stack of gold, whatever.
Basilio just wants out of the city, please.
I'll just take a ticket home.
Can I get a plane? You got those yet? And so yeah, the five of the boys have decided to go and try and do that. Akram for kind of religious urgings, everyone else for that sweet cash, baby. Or I mean, I don't know. I don't pretend to know what Deltram's inner machinations are.
I don't think Deltram knows.
But so Correspond gave the key to you, or rather, Captain Band snatched it off of him and gave it to Akram. And Captain Band has actually volunteered to lead you guys to a gate to the sluiceway, which will lead you down directly to roughly near where McCregan's kill house is, so you guys can go and do the thing.
Cool.
Sort of. Does the team need to have a powwow of any variety, or are we just ready to?
Yeah.
Go?
How? I guess we would kind of know based off the guys who have lived here. How would we get out to the ship? Is it in the middle of the water or no?
Well, it's in the warehouse,
docked,
and
yeah.
a band told us we need to go through the sewers or the
Sluiceway?
A sluiceway.
Yeah,
A sluiceway is like a
Because
big sewer, yeah.
But the harrowing's still happening right now, right?
Oh yeah, big time.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So it's basically, if it's in an ocean, like an oceanside warehouse, it's either dry docked and not in water at all, or it's a like warehouse that has a actual dock in it.
Also,
so
what do you
we'll
mean,
see.
Yarno? It's clearly still harrowing time. We have the harrowing theme up on stream.
Yeah, I was hoping that Graves killed all of them with his
So-
gun foo.
I did just realize it does say time of day, harrowing.
Yeah, it's harrowing time, baby.
Harrowing o'clock.
It's
Ghost
terror
o'clock.
time again.
So Captain Band leads you guys basically down a path off of the side of the Butcher's Plaza to what is effectively just a fucking gate on the ground, and it's locked with a big padlock. Nothing that like really effectively. If someone was trying to break into this thing, it would be very, very easy to. You just fucking smash the lock or pick it or anything. But I mean, as a respected person of the city, he has keys to shit, and he opens the lock for you and looks down at the lock, like opens up the big double floor gate, and there's a ladder sitting there to basically take you down into what you can now tell is less of a sluiceway, which is a fancy term, and more of just that's a sewer. That's the doo-doo water down there.
Yeah.
Captain Bands stands there and kind of like looking at you guys, and he's like, "Well, good luck, boys."
Basilio quickly asked if he has like any kind of like nose plugs or something like that, because
Oh shit!
your boy ain't a fan.
He
Or like big boots, maybe.
I don't understand why you came to the city.
well, I mean,
Part of my tragic
is
backstory.
is Yarno asking Basilio that?
Why'd you come to the city? I get the smell. I mean, we have some of those in Vandal City. We had some bad smelling yodel folk, but why'd you come here, big boy?
It's a long story. We got more important things to handle at the moment. Listen, if we get out of this alive, we'll talk, okay? How about that?
Just curious, do we know like where to go through the sluices, or are we just gonna like be wandering around a sewer aimlessly?
Yeah, what is it like I don't want to say common knowledge to know like where the sewer goes, but is it like one route?
So I'll say someone asked that out loud in canon, and Captain Band just goes, I mean, water runs down.
Oh, there was such a better phrase for that.
And he looks around and goes, wait a minute, hold on.
Shit runs downhill.
Shit goes the right way.
All right, diesel Pete's.
I'm on the ladder. Let's just go.
Are we going? Are we lighting a torch? Because I'm pretty sure like some of us can't fucking see down here.
There are torches at the base of the ladder that are burning, but you can tell sort of like once you get down there, there's no additional torches in the sewer. So a sluiceway a sewer is the wrong term for it. It's like there is basically the running sewage water, and then there is a platform like big enough for I would say 2 or maybe 3 of you to stand shoulder to shoulder on and walk down. This is more of like something like someone that is a logistical person in the city would go down here to like make sure the sewer isn't blocked up or like clear out any hobos or bilge rats.
Make out mountain. I get it. We got it.
Oh,
Not
this
hobos.
is absolutely where you want to go make out with your hot date in the fucking sewer.
So
I don't know. Bilge water. Maybe they do.
In terms of not getting gibbed in the sewer, I think either me and Ebrak or me and Basilio should go first. And then whichever of those two don't go first goes at the end, and then Yarno and Deltram in the middle, so they don't get
Hey, I'm right by Deltram.
stabbed by the dead.
While we're standing around, I cast light on the top of my fucking quarterstaff, and
Okay.
I'm like, let's go.
Can you only have one instance of light at a time, or can you do multiple?
It's a cantrip, and I'm gonna say that using it like dispels an old one.
I have dark vision. I'm good, dude. Me and Ebrak have dark vision. Let's go.
I'm also gonna say
it ends if you cast it again.
I'm gonna say for lore
That's
purposes, Yarno does not actually have dark vision, but
Damn it.
no, hold on. But your goggles work.
Oh, okay. Hell yeah. All right.
That makes more sense. Good job. Good save.
Good save.
Who was the last person down?
It's not me.
I think
I'm in the middle.
Basilio.
Yeah, I guess it's me.
All right,
If I'm rounding out the back, then yeah.
So Captain Band from up top looks down at you and goes, "Ah, hell, take this!" And he tosses down a pack. We'll say that there's also torches and shit in it, but most importantly, in there is some booze. Basilio, take one let's call it a flask. Flask of whiskey.
Okay.
What's Basilio drink? Hard? Core?
He will when not on the job.
And then afterwards, Captain Band locks back up the gate.
Actually, you know what? I take that back. Basilio is in a sewer with a bunch of ghosts around him. He will take a shot.
There you go.
I'll make an exception for the moment.
Please add one
All
shot
right.
to your character sheet. No, you don't need to do that. I did want to note, because nobody asked, Captain Band's full name is in fact Captain Dave Matthews Band.
Oh my god.
That is unfortunate that it did not come up, but here we are. Okay.
Damn it.
So, you guys are in a sewer. You are in wedge formation with Clone Basilio, Ebrak, and Akram at the front, Yarno and Deltram in the middle, and Big Basilio is hanging out in the back, taking shots of whiskey. Yeehaw!
Just one.
I don't want anyone to crash into me.
God damn it. God
We're
damn
like
it.
dance marching down here, man.
He was the captain of the Busted Stuff, which is a fucking Dave Matthews Band album. Crash into me.
All right, we gotta go. We gotta start
I mean,
walking.
I 100% appreciated all of that. That was great.
Thanks, Captain Dave Matthews Band.
Grave digger. There we go.
That's appropriate, too. Okay, so I assume you guys are walking along the way the water is flowing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or rather, how the shit's flowing.
Oh.
Yes. First thing I'm gonna need is
Perception. Passive
I'm gonna need the
perception.
two front boys, Ebrak and Akram, to roll a little bit of perception for me.
Can I take my my passive if it's higher than what I roll?
You have to pick before, usually.
Because I got a 16 passive. I
Oh
feel
my
like I should
God.
just take
Wow. This guy's perceptive as shit. What the fuck?
Okay, I'll let you take a fucking 16 passive. You're never gonna want to roll ever.
Yeah.
I'm a wisdom character. Like,
That's fair. And Ebrak, what did you get?
I rolled a 15.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
So you can all see that the mist is actually managed to make its way into the sewer. But once again, it is like, even if it is some magical bullshit, it is still material mist. So it's very loosely in here, and it's sort of lingering at the top of the sort of like curved roof of the sewer that you're in. And you notice that it is also flowing in one direction, similar to the water.
Oh.
Which direction?
Sorry, it's going the same. So the water is going in a direction. It's like slowly flowing. It's sewer water's not fast.
it's going downhill.
And it's like the mist is also going in that direction.
Okay.
And you guys come to a simple pass. It is a left and right. There is a little like stone archway to walk over the sewer water in to get to another like walking platform. You see that the mist is going. It's going both directions, but more of it is going to the left. You would say. Which direction do you go?
What about the water?
The water splits relatively evenly. This is clear. I mean, okay. I don't want to get into sewage architecture too much here, but if you were to be building a sewer, you would want to break the water up so you don't have too much rushing water going in one direction at any given point, because that causes infrastructural damage.
Wow. Look at this guy. Knows friggin' sewer architecture
I mean,
design.
that's just aqueducts, but yeah.
Hey, listen. I have a degree in acting, so you know.
Fair. I have a degree in film.
Dog shit.
Rob, what's your degree?
Let's keep
Oh
going.
my God.
Let's go down the path with the
Yeah.
Let's not dox
I
kids
spent
out
a
here.
while, so.
Fuck. All right, what direction are we going, team?
I feel like this is simultaneously the correct idea and the worst idea, which is follow the bulk of the mist.
Go left.
Go me left.
Into the mist! The mist!
Okay, so you guys go left and round a corner, and you're now once again proceeding down the pathway. And you guys continue again. And Basilio, roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, that's not good. I'm not good at those.
So yeah.
What nat 20, baby?
Nat 20 for Big Basilio.
Very lucky.
Basilio, do you have a torch?
Oh, I do.
Okay, so you're holding up your torch, and you're sort of monitoring and looking for any suspicious Shadow Isles bullshit and all this nonsense. And for a second, there's not the 4 people plus clone ahead of you. There's 6 people ahead of you.
Oh, god damn it.
And you notice that sort of standing by Ebrak and Deltram, Yarno and Deltram, there is a man with a large coat, and then you sort of like in a trick of the light, like look back, and that person is gone.
Okay, so they were like in the center of like our formation.
Correct.
Basically. Okay, great. Man, what were they even saying?
Yeah, exactly.
I say, hey, Deltram, do you have any spare charges of dispel magic on you? I think we're being tailed by a specter.
The specters all around us. I can't dispel this mist.
Okay, that wasn't really what I was asking, but thanks, man.
He doesn't have it, if that's what you're asking.
Oh, okay. I'll just say, all right, keep your wits about you, Yarno and Deltram. I think the ghosts don't have a problem infiltrating the center of our ranks here.
Yarno goes. That's Yordle for nice.
That's good listening right there. Thank you for that. Dead air for 5 seconds. That's a Yordle for thanks. It's like, what?
Damn.
You can only imagine what I did, dude.
All right. So yeah, you guys proceed to yet another split in the sewer track, and there are 4 paths. So there's one to your left, one straight ahead of you, and 2 to your right. So like one right, one absolute right. You hear sort of behind you, somewhere very far back in the sewer, you hear the clang, like metal falling on stone, like that sort of like loud clang, and it sort of like continues to clang, clang, clang until it settles. And then ahead of you, you hear from the path. It's either the path to your left or the path dead ahead of you. Something moves, and it's like you hear like a large like shifting, like something is sliding against the stone floor, and it's there for a second or two, and then it's gone.
So, can I tell which way the water's running the most, or which way is the most downhill?
Also, what is the mist flowing more in one direction?
Okay, the 2 questions I exactly wanted. Excellent. So the water primarily flows towards the left and left and straight ahead, and then the mist is primarily flowing towards the right, but not the farthest right, the closer right.
And I take the path last traveled, and it made all the difference. Robert Frost.
Cut for time.
Oh god.
That joke's saying that was a good one.
No, it was not. I guess, I mean, here's the thing. Captain Dave Matthews Band just told us to go down where the water leads, right? He didn't say anything about going towards the mist. We're just assuming.
Yep. Well, the last one we couldn't tell, right? The last break
Last one was
pretty
either
equal,
or.
so we followed the mist. This
Yeah.
one, if the left and the straight are more water, we should probably go left or straight. Can I do like a perception check to tell which route had that noise?
You know what? Fine, but you have to roll it. You can't be passive.
No, that's what I meant. 22.
Damn.
If you had to fathom a guess, it's straight ahead.
All right. Whoa, the sound was from straight ahead.
The sound was from straight ahead, and the water's running more to the left and straight.
I think we go straight.
I'm thinking left to avoid whatever the fuck
I-
noise.
Yeah, but there's more fucking water running. That's the wrong way.
No, the water's running hard left.
No, it's running more
So
straight.
the water's running more straight, but there's also a weird noise.
We're adventurers,
Listen,
man. We can take care of this.
I also don't think Yarno understands what the harrowing is completely, so I'm voting left.
Yeah, I vote left as well.
I think that Yordle's high.
I'll follow Akaram.
Oh my god.
Left it is.
I'm not a directions person.
Okay,
blood.
so you guys head down the leftmost path, ignoring the direction of the mist flowing and ignoring the noise that was ahead of you. And finally, you come to one more split in the path. To the right, you see very, very faintly in the distance what might be light, or something is illuminating down there.
Okay.
And to the left is running water into basically like bars that are going over where the water goes, and then a door that is blocking the path of like how you'd walk on the side there. That part of the sewer is closed off effectively by a door that prevents you from walking there without like opening the door. And then if you tried to go in the water part, there's bars that go all the way down.
Yeah.
So the water can go through, but things can't, obviously.
Okay.
Is water's running towards the door / grate, not towards the light though.
It's running both ways, but the path, so with the bars, it's like that part of the berth is wider, as the part that goes towards the light is narrower.
Okay.
That's probably going towards the sea then, right?
And so which way also has more mist?
So the mist this far down is actually quite dissipated.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
I'm gonna agree with people. I'm assuming that the doorway is either towards the ocean or it's just like you're not supposed to go that way. So the light could be a ghostly light trick, and I'll be angry if it is. But I say we go that way.
I'm just thinking the door is like an actual intended exit.
Oh, I was not thinking that at all.
That could also be it, though. God damn it.
Well, that's why they'd have grates over it, because like they had a grate at the beginning of this thing, right, with a padlock on it to prevent people from fucking going in the sluice when they're not supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
So that seems like an exit. The other way, fuck, I don't know.
Yeah, but we can at least see the other way. There's
Is
light
the
over there.
light flickering like a torch, or is it kind of a constant?
It's a
light?
constant. So hold on, is the team still like deliberating where we're gonna go?
I say
Oh
door.
shit! Door.
Door.
There's
Door.
the light
Door.
over. Okay.
Door.
All right, so you go to the door. It is locked.
Thank God.
I
I
fucking
could
knew
pick it.
Yarno.
Yarno.
Oh, okay. So we don't want to go towards the light because that would be too obvious to leave. We have to go into the ocean where I can't swim that well. Let me just open this and kill us all. Okay, let me get this real quick. Sorry, I
Here's
come
what's
with...
great. If the ocean was here, we'd be underwater.
I don't want to be underwater. All right, I got a lot of stuff on me.
I'm saying we would be underwater if this like went straight into the ocean.
Man.
I'm opening this.
Okay, good. I was if you waited a second longer, I'm about to do an intimidation
All
check
right,
on my own.
so
teammate.
you, Yarno, give me a sleight of hand check. And while Yarno is attempting to pick this lock, you guys hear two things.
Great.
First, from the way you came, you hear that same metallic noise. It is like something is falling, rattling, and then falling silent. Very similar to how you might like hear like a pipe fall is a good example of that.
Mm.
And then from the opposite direction, very, very far away, you hear the echo of a gunshot.
Ooh, toward the light, you mean?
The light, yes.
Ah, son of a bitch.
All right, I'm still working on the lock. I got my number, but
All right, give me. Let me see that.
24.
That will
What's the
that,
80?
that will open the lock.
I've seen better locks than Zahn, and Zahn doesn't know what the hell they're doing at all. Zahn.
All right, so you with your do you have lockpicking tools, or you just do that with like your fucking like wrench?
I mean, I have.
You have thieves tools?
Yeah, you have these tools.
I'm
Whatever
gonna flavor that and say Yarno has like tinkering tools because he's a
or like architect shit that I've had to break in and
yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
You pop
I
the
dust
lock.
it off. Like,
You're listening to it.
yeah.
Fucking it's one of those old fashioned not like rounded locks but like basically oval shaped.
The
The prison
safe
lock,
locks,
yeah, like the big safe lock, yeah. And you pop that thing open, take it off. What do you do with the lock? I'm curious. Do you toss it in the water? You leave it at the floor?
Oh
What
no,
do you do?
I'll keep it. Yeah, I'll keep it.
Okay. Add one padlock to your fucking.
You never know. I could padlock somebody in.
All right. All right.
got the
So
lock.
you open
Might
the
as well.
door, and it is dark as fuck in there.
We got
I
torches,
just
right?
hold my staff up in the door.
So you hold the staff up. You hold your staff up with. Oh, yours has actual light on it, correct?
Yeah,
Correct.
he's white. Yeah.
Okay, so you hold your staff forward, and like you can see the normal amount of distance forward. But like you notice that like beyond that, it's not even like the light is cascading off. It's like it just is dark there.
I vote we go the other way.
Oh my! What?
Both directions sound terrible.
Here's what I'm saying. I'll put my echo 15 feet in front of us, and we'll walk that way. How
Which
about
way?
that? Down this dark path.
I'm still voting for the other way, dog. So me and Daltrim are always voting that way. So I don't know if it's switched or not, but
I vote we go in the dark room.
Okay.
The dark room it is.
The team proceeds into the darkened room. So those of you with torches,
Yes.
you are holding out your torches, and you notice that they're not working.
Oh, magical darkness. Nope. We're going the other fucking way. Nope. Is if you want me to make a check to tell that, that's fine. But
Oh man,
direction.
if only somebody had like a magical jar of pure light that we could, help us guide the way. Be great.
I don't 100% know how it works, even though I'm supposed to know how it works.
It's your one job.
If only we went towards bullets and gunshots, which leads to civilization instead of in the sewers more.
We spent 15 minutes making this choice. Let's fucking commit to it.
All right, fine.
I just need you guys to pick a direction.
I'm still voting the other way, but like unless somebody switches, no one's.
We decided the darkness. Go in the darkness. I'm gonna open the Drought of Light.
When you say the torches don't work, you mean like
you are holding up a torch, and it is producing light, but it's not producing what you would call an appropriate amount of light. It's like literally just the light of the torch. Like you can see it in your hand, and like you can wave it around. You can still be able to see the torch, but like it's not projecting light down the hallway. It's not parting the darkness. It's just it's as if the darkness is like holding the light in a smaller confine. So you open up the Draft of Light, and sort of as soon as you open it, light just pours out from the top of it, and it does create a huge amount of light in the hallway. So it's basically right now a vertical flashlight. It's just shining light straight up. Are you just holding it like that, or would you like to do anything with the like physical light inside of it?
If I tilt it, am I gonna fucking pour the light out?
So if you tilt it, you will pour an amount out. I'm gonna say if you like wave it in front of you, you will also an amount will come out and do a thing. Basically, you can open it at any time to create light. But any like action you do with it will consume some of the light inside.
And the pillar of light, compared to the torches, how is that interacting with the dark?
It's helpful. Like the immediate area around you is very bright, but the problem is that it is shooting directly up. So like as it cascades off, you're getting less and less light. I would say that Deltram's staff is still the most effective like producer of light you have.
You're welcome.
Tilt some forward. Okay. Come on.
Splash it on the walls.
Dump it in the sewer.
Oh, no, I'm not doing that one. I guess I'll do like just a wave of it.
Okay, so you sort of like wave and swing the thing in front of you as if it was a lantern and you were trying to see in front of you. And some of the light comes up and out of the canister, and it envelops the five of you in a sort of ball-like wall of light.
Nice.
And you can see substantially far ahead in front of you, and you have a big barrier of light around you, emanating from. It's sort of like small amounts of light are coming up and out of the canister and like fueling the barrier surrounding you.
Well, all right. Well, let's just
going.
fucking go, yeah.
And as you walk further and further away, the bars of the entranceway are now gone, and it's just basically you are surrounded on all sides by darkness besides the actual area you are in, which is basically canopied in light. So
walking here,
Ebrak, you just stepped in something.
Probably shit.
I looked down at my shoe.
Hang on, repeat that, Ebrak.
I looked down at my shoe.
That's a web.
You're wearing shoes?
I'm like, Deltram, did you shoot web as well as
Deltram.
Basilio, your jokes are starting to tire me out.
Why don't you go shoot Ray of Frost at the wall again, okay?
Okay, so here's a random question. Are there spider creatures that live in bilge water, or
not?
Is this?
I mean, like there are spiders. There's not.
Right.
There's not like giant spider monsters.
Oh god.
I sort of know this is abnormal.
Well, I will be totally fair, assuming that actually, fuck it, Ebrak, give me a fucking history check, motherfucker.
Oh,
that's right.
I mean,
y'all motherfuckers didn't see a history check coming today.
I would imagine Ebrak would have advantage on this, being but having spent so much time here. No, damn.
What's your intelligence, by the way?
Because it's not a Bilgewater history check, motherfucker.
That's true. That's true.
I rolled a critical fail.
All right, spiders are a thing that exists.
That is true.
Damn it.
That's true.
You've literally lived so
He's-
many years and
Never
never
seen
seen
a
a spider
spider.
or a
He,
web.
he literally saw Deltram shoot web like yesterday and doesn't remember what the fuck a web is today.
How
All right.
much web is there?
It's what you would consider to be a large spider web.
Ooh, can I bring my torch down and try and light the web on fire?
Yeah, sure, you burn it off. It's web.
Nice. Okay, I did that. I do that.
I mean, since I'm smaller, where I start getting tied up by these webs, or these guys clearing out in front of me. If there's more
So
webs.
far it was just the one web, but as you guys walk forward, and like you all sort of notice that Ibrak and Akram, as soon as it happens, the floor is now coated with web.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty dexterous, so this I usually a web's fucking dexterity based. We should get caught in it officially.
I'll say that sort of as you're walking over it, it's not terribly sticky. Like you can sort of like walk and like just like pull your foot off and you won't stick to it. You can continue to walk on this surface.
It's just like walking in like a gas station bathroom where it's like pretty sticky.
Yeah. It's one of those things where every step you can feel that the bottom of your shoe sticking a little too much. And you're like, I don't like that.
Conveniently, it also smells like a gas station bathroom.
Because it's the sewer. Yep. So you also notice, due to the cascading of the light from the draft of light, that over the webs have also started to go over the top level of the water.
Are we?
Basilio would like to say, guys, are you sure we shouldn't have gone back to the gunshot? That seemed like a pretty good direction to me.
Yarno is looking very sassy right now. That's always he doesn't even say anything. Just
Yarno
sassy.
always looks sassy.
So you guys proceed down the spiderweb track, and the web gets thicker and thicker, but it also gets more flat, as if like that web has been set for longer. And you also notice that over the running water, that line of web has gotten like more and more like thick to the point where you can no longer actually see the running water; you can only hear it. And sort of as you walk further and further, that little faint whispering noise, it gets louder and louder and louder. And everyone roll a d6.
Oh boy.
Yarno, you hear, like sort of like in the sort of cacophony of noise. Good word. The cacophony of noise that makes up the whispers. You hear behind you.
Okay, I'm gonna like reach behind me.
It's just Basilio.
You touch my kneecap, and I'm like, hi.
Basilio, you hear hi.
I say, hey.
Deltram and Ibrak, you both hear bad place to die.
Everywhere's a bad
Accurate.
place to die.
Accurate.
You say that out loud too?
I do. I kind of shouted. Everywhere's a bad place to die.
The whisper's like, guy's got a point. Akram, you don't hear anything.
Oh, cool.
So as you proceed a little further down the hallway, it's still incredibly dark, and then sort of at the very edge of your field of view, you guys see the fangs of this.
Oh, okay.
I was like going through all the different good people, and I was like, oh, that's a disappointment.
I
You
was
see,
like,
you
oh,
see
those are
Graves,
good.
and he was like, "Guys, like my whispering." Yeehaw!
Been practicing my ventriloquism.
And everyone roll initiative.
To describe it to our audio listeners, it's a giant fucking spider with really big fangs that are glowing like a
Teal
bluish
fangs.
green color.
Yeah.
More precisely, this is what is known as an arachnoid horror.
Oh, great.
It is basically an amalgam of bullshit, wood, spider parts, and evil. Oh, you know what? I didn't mention this. Akram, Deltram, I'm gonna say it hasn't been an hour yet. You can walk on this web just fine.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh, is everybody
Spider
else? thinking
climb.
of-
Yeah, so like part of spider climb is the ability to walk on webs fine.
It's very
Damn,
funny.
I am this guy's brother. I sit this one out. I say, you guys, me and this dude, we understand each other.
I rolled a nat 20, so my initiative or my thing is 20.
I think I got a 23.
I rolled a 21 actually.
Whatever, dude.
Yarno, what'd you get?
I got a 10.
Oh man, that sucks, but I got a 9.
Yes!
Dang.
I'm gonna be last in initiative.
I'm generously not going to give you a surprise round on this because you foresaw it with the draft of light. But doesn't matter because this thing goes first.
Oh my
Are you
God.
kidding me? It rolled better than a 23.
It did.
It's got higher
Jesus.
dex, dude. The thing
It
is
has
dex
it has
insane.
substantially higher dex, yes. And it is going to use the classic spider move of bite.
Oh boy.
And actually, so it lunges forward and bites at you guys, but it hits the barrier of light that is sort of like protecting you guys, and does it? And okay, so it does. So it sinks its fans into the barrier, and you can see that the draft of light is like actively trying to repel the thing, but
that's cool.
the overall force of this gigantic spider, which I should mention is very large. It is like there is no conceivable way to proceed without passing this thing. It is like the top of it is not quite brushing, but getting like it's like 1 or 2 feet away from the ceiling of this fucking thing. And that does actually break the barrier, but light fills the hallway as sort of like lingering, flickering, almost falling little like specks of light, and you guys can see the immediate area.
How is the walkway where we're exactly standing? It's probably obviously covered in web, but are we allowed to like go around each other, or are we still 2 by 2 and
So
can't move past the other guys?
You can fit like, I would say like there's enough space for you to comfortably stand and fight 2 by 2, but if like someone needed to slip by, like slipped in the front of the other ones, no problem. It's not that tight. Deltram, our big wizardy boy, what do you got?
I think it's time I start burning away this web, guys.
I mean, we are standing on top of it.
You guys have double or triple the amount of health I do. I don't care.
Who has triple? What are you talking about?
Okay, well,
I
triple.
almost do.
Yeah,
Not me.
Ebrack's like, I have a lot of HP.
Burn.
And the burn doesn't do that much damage.
This guy's gonna do more damage to us than this fucking spider will. Watch.
I shoot my ray of frost at the web beneath the spider, but I use my lore master ability to make it a ray of fire as opposed to a ray of frost.
All right, so are you shooting at the spider or the webs at its feet?
I'm shooting at the webs.
Deltram holds out his ring and projects what should be Ray of Frost, but due to his sort of like control of the magical elements, he changes it to a beam of fire that sprays out from the ring in front of him, sort of in a line, almost cut back the web and where the spider is. And the spider kind of like rears back and skitters a little bit like back, but not too much. It's more like repositioning itself than it is actually backing away from you. And the fire burns basically a line into the web, and you can see that it is sort of like singeing and cindering away. And it burns away a substantial amount of web to the point where you can actually almost see the cobblestone, the cobblestone of the sewer lining. But the fire dissipates very quickly under the sort of like wet stickiness of the web.
How far away is that area that he made like not super webby?
I'm gonna say 10 feet.
All right, well, Basilio is going to position himself on the ground that is no longer rough terrain, and
sure,
with his shadow, I was going to say shadow clone again. With his double, he's gonna duo strike with that, which is called Unleash Incarnation. So, oh no, that is only going to be a 8 versus AC, which I'm assuming does not hit.
You would be correct in that regard. Basilio gets into formation sort of up in front, and he's got his Bilgewater Cutlass out. You swipe at the thing, and it's actually it's still kind of moving back from Deltram's ray of fire. So you actually just miss it. But like as soon as it sees that you have missed, it starts moving a little bit back towards you to get sort of like back into getting range, as it were. And the next person is going to be Ebrack.
I don't want to stab its fang, and then no, I'm gonna hack at a leg then.
Okay. So you're spearing a leg, or you're hacking at a leg?
I'm spearing a leg.
All right. Show me dice rolls.
All right. 14.
14 hits.
All right.
Let me see that D8 damage plus whatever your fucking damage mod is.
That's 11 damage.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you sort of level your trident after you get in position, and you just give it a real quick like in and out stab, and like you feel like you get a nice good chunking of the the trident through the sort of. It's odd because it's like wood exoskeleton and like something else is making up the material, so it kind of like splinters and cracks, and you see some of that green energy that's actually like inside of the greater body of the spider, and you pull it out real fast, and the spider actually like that individual of its 8 legs like slides back, and it makes like not a hissing noise, because spiders don't actually hiss or anything like that, but you almost hear like the whispers and like the noises that you heard before sort of like cry out, and like a sort of like a general like more of a gasp than a cry, like the voices that you heard are surprised by that.
All right.
And next is going to be the spider again. Okay, and it is going to and after it being struck by Ebrak, the spider reels back, and it actually, there's two legs that are sort of like its foremost and like that are keeping it to the ground. It pulls those up and back, and they're now holding on to the ceiling, and the spider is sort of like rearing back at you guys, and that core in the middle of it begins to glow. And I'll say that Ebrak and the Basilios are in the very front line. I need all. Hey Basilio, how does making rolls work for your clone? Is it not targeted by group spells?
It is not a creature, so
Okay, then yeah, this works. Then you're fine.
Yeah.
So Basilio and Ebrak, make a Constitution check for me.
okay.
Sorry, Constitution saving throw. Excuse me.
Okay.
Pretty good.
I got an 18.
16.
Okay, so the thing sort of flashes a green radiance, and the sort of like creeping tendrils of that green power sort of float out from the central thing of it, and they both like make almost like a swipe at you, like the green energy is trying to grab you, and instead it just sort of like bounces off of you, but you do feel like that whatever that was not a great experience, and you're both going to just take 3 damage.
Okay. It's not great, but it ain't that bad. You know what I'm saying?
And I need to mark something down.
See, listen, man, I'm in a sewer right now. I'm not expecting much.
Okay, so you have to kill it before it hits me 18 more times.
And after the spider goes its second time, Yarno, you're up.
It seems to be getting its attention drawn by those two up there. So I'm actually gonna sit back and aim on this one.
Okay.
Aim at the core, baby.
Aim at the core. Core 4. Aim at this thing.
Aim at its video game style weak point.
Aim at a video game style weak point with my Hextech sniper rifle here. And I'm using my 5 to attack roll too.
Yeah, so you're using Graves' perfectly safe hextech modification.
I see the glint of like my fucking gun lighting up from his thing. I was like, oh, because it's my first time using it.
Yeah, so you'll take a -5 to both of these rolls,
Correct.
but if they hit, they do big damage.
I got an 11 to hit. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you take back, and sort of like because you're not used to using the hextech modification, you're not used to the kick of this thing. You level and aim the sniper rifle, and you fire a shot, but it sort of pushes you because you weren't ready for how much extra kick this fucking Graves modification had, and your bullet flies past it. It hits part of the cobblestone ceiling.
I've had 3 turns that haven't done any damage yet.
But and that's going to leave our boy Akram to do some stuff.
I'm assuming with Basilio and Ebrak at the front, I can't actually squeeze in there and get a melee attack in.
So we have Ebrak, Basilio, and Ghost Basilio up front. I'm going to say that because Ghost Basilio doesn't technically occupy a physical space. You can like go through the space that he is in, which is kind of between these two boys.
Okay. Well, either way, for the first action, I'm going to use a bonus action to cast Spiritual Weapon, which creates a spiritual version of my Warhammer behind the crazy fucking spider thing.
Radical. Do stuff.
Which is also going to attack the crazy fucking spider thing.
I'm going to give you advantage on this because it's attacking from behind.
Okie doke.
And the spider has no reason to know that it's there.
I rolled the same value for both dice, so that's cool. 13.
Congratulations, you hit this spider.
That's fucking shocking. Okay.
Spiders
so
don't have a lot of armor.
I did 8 damage with the spiritual weapon.
Is that
Does
plus
that mean
all,
you go-
plus all your shit?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's with everything included is 8 damage.
so how is this damage? Is this radiant or what is this?
That's not. Oh, it is force. Sorry, it's force.
Okay, never mind then. So yeah, you hit this thing. You hit this thing with the hammer in the back. And once again, you hear the whispers sort of like hiss back at that, and like this time it's less of a surprise and more of an annoyance, like an irritated noise, like a grunt basically. And yeah, you have done damage to the spider. How much damage was that again? 8?
8 force damage. So that was my bonus action. That spiritual weapon's gonna chill around for about a minute.
Wait, is bonus action not summoning the fucking thing?
So the attack is separate from my actual action as a character.
Okay, so you get one free attack, and then every other turn it consumes bonus action. Gotcha. Okay.
Yes. So for my actual action, I'm going to cast a first level spell called Guiding Bolt, which is a flash of light that streaks forward from my hand as a ranged attack. That is a 15 to hit.
And that 15 to hit hits.
Okay.
So roll damage, and this one I remember to be actually radiant damage.
Yes, is radiant damage.
Yes. So go ahead and roll that.
Well, 19.
19 damage. Holy fuck. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you hit this thing with the radiant bolts of energy that sort of come out of your. What is your channeling item again? It's just your hammer, right? You don't have like an aspect.
I have a holy symbol. We didn't talk about what that would actually be.
Hey Akram, what is your holy
Priest
symbol?
of Baru.
Oh, let's say it's a piece of sea beast or sea monster bone. That's a very common thing.
Okay.
Alternatively, it could be like a brassy idol of Nagakaburos. Do you have a preference between the two?
Ooh, I'll take a brass Nagakaburos.
All right, so you have a little like dangling. It's basically a necklace dangling in your hand that has a symbol of Nagakaburos on the bottom, like an amulet, and you hold that up, and it sort of like projects the sort of white and green and yellow light energy that is associated with Nagakaburos, and it projects out and it batters this thing with a couple of shots of little radiant damage, and so you hit it basically in the front, and you can see that the sort of wood and exoskeleton armor, so to speak, of the thing is chipping away, and that like crater or that like sunken point in the middle of its chest that it used to shoot at Basilio and Ibrak earlier, and is sort of like more open now. And
Okay.
the whispers respond to this noise once again, and this time it's just screaming.
Oh, that's pleasant.
Next is going to be the spider, and rather unhappy with the fact that it was just shot in the chest by Akram, it is going to take a bite at Akram.
Fair.
And...
That's very fair.
yeah, 21.
Damn, that just doesn't hit, man.
It's crazy. Yeah, okay, so 21 to hit's going to do damage to you. How does this thing work? You're going to take 12 damage.
Ow. Okay.
And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
That's a total of 10. Pretty sure that's not gonna do it.
Actually, a 10 will do it.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Wait, hold on. And yes, okay, so that is going to be the spider storm. So it lunges down at Akram and it digs in with its fangs. And it hits you, and you can feel like that, like it's painful, but it's also like something else. Like there's something else about the attack that is just awful, that like sort of like does even more damage than being bit was. And as it pulls its fangs out, sort of a green flash of energy pulses off of it, but nothing seems to happen, at least from that. And after that attack, it is going to be everyone's favorite Deltram. Your turn, buddy.
It's time to shatter this bitch.
All right, shatter this motherfucker.
So, Lore Master, I get to change the essence of the spell. I can change it from acid to fire or whatever.
Yes.
It's not a whatever saving throw, you can change it to. And
Can I change? Does it have to be one or the other?
I believe I believe you can only do one at a time.
I'm going to cast Shatter against this guy.
All right. And do you want to either change the expected damage or change the saving throw?
I'm going to change the saving throw on
Okay.
it. Going to make it a charisma saving throw.
That was a good choice. Okay.
Good call.
Little did you know, this spider is incredibly eloquent.
This ghost
He whispers,
spider.
Are you sure you want to do that?
how you flavor a fucking shadow to be charismatic. Like he has to, he's listening for it, but like you can't understand it when you're like.
I would argue he's shattering the ghosts.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay, so it's just a charisma saving throw.
Yeah.
What does it have to beat?
14.
It got a 0
Excellent.
Wow.
because it has negative charisma. Okay. Yeah. So that's good. It's gonna take damage.
Yeah. Let me get my dice.
It got a 0. Oh, that kicks so much ass.
That's really good.
You're gonna take 14 damage then.
All right, so yeah, you hit this thing, and sort of like a almost once again visible like concussion of energy and noise pops just like right above like the back of the thing, and it sort of like smashes it almost downward, like it's like sort of like hunched by the energy, and the whispers go silent.
But it's not dead, right?
No, it's still the thing is still glowing. It's still animate.
All right, I'm gonna.
The spider kills Basilio.
Is the leg that Ebrag attacked still kind of like messed up a little bit?
So it pulled that leg back when it did its rear up attack. So now it has two.
Right.
It has two legs in the ceiling, but there is one leg. I just punched my microphone. There is one leg that is like sort of now the frontmost leg that is like supporting its base effectively.
Can I send my ghost self forward, and as it gets close to the shiny center, the core, swap places and thrust through there with my sword?
Swapping places is bonus action.
Swapping places is, I believe so. Yeah.
So totally, yeah,
Yep.
sure. That's just you're using clone's movement, your bonus action, your attack. Yeah, that's fine. Do that.
Then let's attack. That is an 18 to hit.
An 18.
Sorry,
will
19. 19
a 19 will absolutely hit.
Okay.
So you basically send clone or alternate timeline Basilio forward, chugging along on the spider web, and he gets like really close up to the sort of radiant core of this, or the glowing core of this big spider monstrosity, which is now a little more opened after the previous attacks. And you in a snap like basically switch the timelines, and now actual Basilio is the one there, and not clone Basilio. And are you stabbing or slicing at this boy with that scimitar, with that cutlass?
I would say just like a straight thrust into the glowing.
So you get a big. You get both hands on it. You really brace yourself for it. You do good proper sword stance, and you fucking just get this thing up in the core. And how much damage does it do?
That is a D8 plus 4. I rolled a 1, so that's 5.
Okay, well, luckily you did hit it in its big shining weak point for massive damage. Whatever. So you hit this thing, and like sort of as your sword enters the flesh, I guess, of this thing, like more of that light is like pouring out. It's very shining on you, and like it's almost like blindingly bright. And you pull the sword back out, and the spider actually skitters back a little bit. And the top two legs that are the ones that are supporting it against the wall, they sort of like break apart at the joints and just kind of fall and crumble into wood and various like detritus. So it is now a 6-legged spider. And on its turn, so it parts its fangs a little bit, and you see the uncomfortably looking mouth of this fucking thing, which is just nasty. It's like wooden thorns and like what looks to be like excess bone and like from something else that it's killed, and the exoskeleton of what the spider thing this probably used to be, and that same faint glowing green spectral energy, and it is going to use a variant of web on Basilio.
Oh shit.
Basilio, I need 2 saving throws from you. I need a dexterity and a constitution saving throw.
Okay, well, one of those I'm good at. Dex is only a 10, so that's not great.
Hey,
Constitution.
Basilio is gonna get a 9.
23.
Okay, so
good on that.
You are shot by basically a blast of web that comes out of the front of this thing and not the butt, because fuck, I'm not dealing with spider anatomy right now.
I shout, Deltram, God damn it, not me.
And so the actual web that hits you isn't material web like the one on the floor. It's more of like it's ghost web. It's like this green, sort of shimmering in the light effectiveness, and it wraps around you, and you are bound.
God damn it!
But you feel a sort of like gripping energy from the web, as if the web is trying to claw at you or dig at you or something like that, but it doesn't actually do anything yet.
It's like a nice massage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a deep tissue massage. Yarno.
You skipped me this time.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Damn it. Ebrak.
Shoulder this bastard.
I am just going to hack at whatever other leg is nearest to me if there is one in range.
Yeah, I'll say you walk forward like the 5 feet required, and you fucking swing at the next leg.
The next leg. I'm just going tree chopping right now.
Give me
I think
damage.
this thing is a
With a trident, by the way.
Yeah, he's stabbing.
all right. I rolled like a 22 on my attack roll, so I hit it.
Yeah, you got it, buddy.
Damn, I do 12 damage.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. And also, you do have the Dead Man's Plate. Would you like to use a bonus action to fucking slam your shoulder into this dumb thing's leg? Well, so how I was envisioning you could use the shoulder check as like someone that's using a trident is that you can stab them and then check the shoulder in as you pull the thing out. That makes any sense?
That's kind of cool, though, huh?
You like stab, and then you hit him with your shoulder to kind of wedge the weapon out.
Well, also, like it would in theory like either push them back or like give him a free moment to like back the fuck up after hitting them.
All right, fine then.
All right, so Ebrak is going to shoulder check this mofo. So roll a d8 for me.
All right, I rolled a 7.
Oh, okay. All right, so okay, here's what happens. So you slam so you get it with the trident, and then you sort of like go in to like retrieve the trident, and you bash it with the Dead Man's Plate, getting some of the hooks and the like prongs of the Dead Man's Plate into this thing. And as you pull back out, you actually don't pull your fucking trident free. You yank this leg off.
Nice.
And sort of around the spear, the sort of wooden and bone and exoskeleton shit crumbles away, and it sort of like falls and like withers as if the wood that is making up this thing is rapidly aging and drying out, and it sort of like falls apart. And normally I would say that this thing is not possible to knock prone because it is a giant fucking spider, but actually, yes, with that leg lost, it does sort of tumble over for a second, and it is vulnerable.
Is it my turn?
It is Yarno's turn.
All right. Now I'm aiming with my gun, and now that I've got used to it, Yarno kind of like, okay, that was a mistake. I don't want to pull a rookie mistake out there. Team will be ashamed of me if I miss this one. I'm going in for this one.
Wait, so are you using Graves' modification or not?
I'm aiming and then using Graves' thing.
Okay,
again. Cool. I got the handle of it this time.
I hope so.
I got a 20 to hit.
Wow. Here we go.
Hey, 20's gonna hit. So yeah, sort of after realizing, adjusting for how much kick, you're a former expert sharpshooter of the Yordle Bandle City Guard. You fucking you get it like, okay, put my arm here, sort of shift my balance a little bit, pull it back, and you just fucking rail this thing with a shot from the.
And Corky were jealous of me. Corky is blind as shit though, so he can't hit anything. I did 31 damage, by the way.
Yeah. Okay. So it does. Yeah. Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus Runeterra Christ, back at it again. So Yarno, he gets a really good beat on it. He's more comfortable with Graves' modification at this point after seeing, oh fuck, this thing's got some kick to it and is very unsafe. Yeah. That the name is a lie. And he fires a bolt from his tactical bolt sniper through it, down the chamber basically, and it shoots straight down the hallway, and it just pierces straight fucking through this thing, and it blows like a hole that, like, considering that this thing just basically fires a magically infused bullet, that's a big hole that you shot in that fucking thing, Yarno. And it blasts straight through it, and in sort of a gigantic flash of green light, the thing just bursts, and it just returns to basically being the bits of bone and rock and wood and exoskeleton that once made up this thing, and they sort of fall apart, and those voices that the whispers that were silent and then you heard basically like the tiniest bit of them returning now are completely gone. And yes, so you have felled the gigantic spider beast, and the darkness clears.
Hey, yeah. Douchum chuckled at me when I missed my first shot, but on the second one, he's probably...
Yeah, Yarno, you shot this thing pretty fucking good, and it curse-sploded. You got a cool line for us?
Come to Yankets Trinkets next time. Get it fixed up.
That was a terrible line.
The whispering ghosts come back for a second. Boo!
That was almost as bad as Ishtal Forever.
I never forget. Okay, I will note, Basilio's still wrapped up.
Yeah, do I gotta make a strength check to unrip?
I'm machete him. I'll cut him out of there.
Yes, you cut him free. I'm not gonna make you fight for that.
Okay, it's like when I cut through the jungle of Shurima.
But so now that the darkness has dissipated, you guys can see it is just a regular amount of dark in here, and sort of not even too far down. You'd say probably 30-40 feet down the path, like straight the way where the spider was. You guys can see the exit. And it is moonlight out there, but it's also like, vague, evil-looking moonlight because it's a harrowing on.
Fair. Let's leave.
Okay, so you guys exit the sewer, and for once the things don't smell quite as bad. That's a reprieve. Your nose is like, fresh air, holy fuck. And sort of almost in a way too perfect bend right in front of you, there is a wall of mist, as if like it is waiting outside of the exit of the sewer to like give a bit of not breathing room so much as like this is where the darkness ended, and it was giving birth for that.
Oh, okay.
And you see that the faint trailing of mist that was coming out of the sewer is just feeding directly into this sort of bend of mist ahead of you. And the mist is tall, and it is sort of like bent over your head as well. So it's just a wall of mist surrounding you, and the sewer entrance exit behind you. Thoughts, prayers, concerns?
Well,
That sucks.
okay, pull out the fucking drought of light thing again.
Like, hey, Akram, you got some more light in there, or you got some more Sunny D, or what's going on?
I sure hope I got some more Sunny D in this thing. or fuck. I'll just open it for now and see what it does, and then I'll swing it if I feel I need to.
So, you are you like you're like walking up to the mist with it, basically, with it open?
Yeah.
Okay, so you open the drafted light one more time, and that same radiant light shines out, and it punches a hole of light straight the hell up. Like you can actually see all the way through the mist above you, all the way to like the sky above. And for a second, it's almost like, oh wow, it's kind of peaceful up there. And you walk towards the mist, and the mist sort of like opens and bends away a little bit at the light, and you actually I'm gonna say the five of you actually pass through the sort of opening created in the mist, and it sort of parts around you, kind of like you're entering the eye of a storm. And it's much clearer inside the mist than outside of it, but still not nearly clear, you would say. Just the immediate area around you that is illuminated by the draft of light. And you see a gate ahead of you that sort of in a broken, shitty sign reads McCregan's Yard. And beyond it, there's a big padlock on the sort of wooden gate that, frankly speaking, you would not have needed a key to get in. You could have kicked this fucking thing in pretty easily, but here we are. But beyond it is what you see that is actually concerning. Beyond the gate, sort of above it, you see a swirling mass of green and black energy that lights the sky. And whatever the source of the mist is, it's beyond that gate. You sort of see all of the mist is spiraling and converging and going towards one point that it seems that like where it is zeroing in on is simultaneously what the mist is coming out of and what it is going back to. So like at the very top of basically a cone, you see mist pouring out, and you see the mist swirling and spinning around it and like zeroing in on that location as well. As the five of you stand there in front of the gate, there is the strangest feeling as the light from the draft sort of floats up and shoots a straight line into the mist ahead of you, and a blast of it comes out almost like it's fighting the mist, and for a second all of the mist nearby is cleared, and then it slowly begins to set in again, but this time not nearly as thick, not nearly as scary, and not nearly as haunting. And that is where we stop for today.
Heck yeah.
Okay, so what happened?